Ban ban. Ban ban. Ban ban. In this video, we discuss all the good things about Ban Ban. And nothing bad at all. Just kidding. We discuss all the good things and the bad things of Gloria's Alt number 2 and Cinderace. So with that said, strap on your seatbelts, sit tight, and let's begin this analysis video. Here we go! Yo, this is Sol, also known as SPL Gum, also known as Spatial Gum, also known as Grunt. You're this Team Skull Grunt, and this is Pokemon Masters EX. Guys, welcome to part 2 of the Galar Villain arc. We discussed the second sync pair of part 2, which is Gloria and Cinderace. And this is a very interesting sync pair. So, before we continue, guys, don't forget, right now, do it now, hit the thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe if you haven't. Let me know your thoughts about this sync pair in the comment section. And, you know, we're going to discuss Gloria's full kit in this video, but if you're only interested in getting one copy, you might want to instead look at my 1 out of 5 or none out of 5 video, where I discuss Gloria in much briefer time, but in this video, we discuss her with 1 out of 5, 2 out of 5, 3, 4, 5 copies of her entire kit, basically. So, that said, you know, if you want to help me out right now, you can become, or rather, just hit the thumbs up, and, you know, if you want to push the support further, you can become a member of my channel, just like these awesome people. Thank you guys so very much for your support, as well as thank you to the gifters of my channel for gifting these active people with memberships. Thank you guys so much. And, you know, if you prefer to stay anonymous or something like that, you can go ahead and help me make my streams and videos better by going to my coffee page and giving me a coffee if you have the funds to do so, because I need a new computer as soon as possible. And with that advertising out of the way, guys, we discuss Gloria. Starting off with the timeline of events, Gloria comes out 2 days after Leon comes out. And oh my goodness, it's already August, guys. August! And after 1 month, we have the Burr months. Oh, the year is ending so fast. This is one update before the anniversary. And as you might know, all the sync pairs come out within the first 8 days of August. It's crazy that everyone, you know, this is, I think, the first time that we're having all the sync pairs come out within the first 10 days. We have had updates where sync pairs come out on like the 14th, and that's like the end of all the sync pairs. But this one, I think, is the first time we have had all new sync pairs come out within the first few days. So if you're planning to scout, well, don't expect that we'll be getting all the gems here in these times. But Gloria is a Poke Fair. And Poke Fairs give you 10% chance of getting a random 5-star, with a 2% chance of getting her. If you get shafted, a lot of people are asking what is scout points, what is 400 scout points. 400 scout points, 36,600 gems guarantees you one copy of her. 36,600 gems, that is not a little amount of gems, that is a lot of gems. So if you're planning to scout and you want to go all out, then definitely have your gems, 36,600 gems, reserved before her banner ends on August 18. You only have 16 days to scout for her banner. The rest are mostly Poke Fairs and 2 Spotlight Scouts over here. I suggest, if you are investing in the anniversary, completely skip on Olympia and Drasna, because their Spotlights, they're permanent, and they're most likely gonna be available in the anniversary banner. So make sure, probably, not really make sure, but probably skip on those banners. Focus on the limited time units, or focus on the Poke Fairs instead. And if you want an interesting new role, Nemona is the very first sprint sync pair in the game. So maybe you want to do this, but maybe, you know, in the anniversary, we might be having sprint, we might be having field, and who knows, guys? Maybe they announce a new role in the anniversary as well. 3 different new roles in the anniversary. Who knows, right? It's actually possible, but I don't know what other new role there might be. So keep that in mind if you're scouting. So, Pokefairs do not give you presents if you scout on their banners. So that's a sad thing about her. She is a tech sync pair. That means if you want more than 1 copy and you just want to use candies, you have to have 20 tech move candy coins to exchange for 1 tech move candy. So, you can check out my how many gems can we get video to know the exact gem count we will be having for this update. It's a lot, but at the same time not a lot, especially for a run up to 4-year anniversary mark. So that's sad. But now let's talk about her kit. If you see this background image, Mindscape image, congratulations, Gloria is there to embrace you. And Banban, yay! So she has a very interesting kit. Her kit basically has 3 different types of attacks. You have a fire type move, Pyro Ball. You have a flying type move, Bounce. And you have a fighting type move, High Jump Kick. Now, High Jump Kick is normally a very risky move. If you miss, you get to receive 50% damage. And I think the accuracy is just 70% or something. Pyro Ball, on the other hand, yeah, removes the frozen condition from your user. It's a powerful fire type move. I think it's 90% accuracy or something like that. Or was it 85%? I think it's 90. Bounce, also not completely accurate. 3 MP. This is a quick move and has a 30% chance of leaving the target paralyzed. So you might want to use a sync pair that can raise your accuracy stat if you want to make sure that you do not miss any attacks, because none of her attacks are 100% accuracy if I'm not mistaken. And then this sync pair is interesting in the sense that if you use her max moves, this is a sync pair with Gigantamax. So if you use her max moves, her type or your sync move type changes. So if you use G-Max Fireball, she stays as a fire type. If you use Max Airstream, she turns into a flying type. And if you use Max Knuckle, she changes into a fighting type. And depending on what type you are, you get to change your passive skills as well. Let's talk about fire type first. So as a fire type, you have Fuel Economy 2 as a passive skill. Fuel Economy 2 basically lowers the move gauge requirement of your attacks -2. So normally Pyro Ball is a 4 move gauge attack. It becomes a 2 move gauge attack only. So you're expecting that you're hitting the opponent as strong as 4 move gauges attack with just 2 move gauges, which is awesome. And I think this is the first sync pair with Fuel Economy 2, because I think all the past sync pairs we have, Fuel Economy is just Fuel Economy 1, I think. So Bronze Sync 5 is a sync move multiplier. If your attack stat is raised, you get to raise your sync move damage by 50%. And how do you raise your attack stat? You just use your trainer move Kick Off. And what this does is it raises your attack stat +4 and maximizes your critical hit rate, plus it raises your evasiveness by 1. So maximum critical hit rate +4 attack stat. Sadly, it's not +6. But as long as you've raised your attack stat, your Bronze Sync 5 will trigger, your sync move will become 50% stronger. Now, Passio's Ace is the shared passive skill for all types. What this does is that if you have used your sync move, or rather your max move, if you use G-Max Fireball, the opponent will get their fire type rebuff -2. If you use Max Stream, the opponent will get a flying type rebuff -2. And if you use Max Knuckle, the opponent will get a fighting type rebuff -2. And with each negative rebuff the opponent has, your attacks will become stronger. Your Pyro Ball will become stronger with a fire type rebuff. Your bounce will get stronger with a flying type rebuff. Your high jump kick will become stronger with a fighting type rebuff. And he has, or she has, a max or a sync move multiplier built in. If the opponent has a rebuff, your sync move will become stronger. So immediately with fire type, if you use her fire type sync pair or sync move, you have Bronze Sync 5, you have 2 fire type rebuffs, and you have built-in target rebuff multipliers. I think, if I'm not mistaken guys, we have had sync pairs in the past with 2 built-in multipliers, but not 3. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the very first sync pair we have in the game. That one copy gives you 3 built-in multipliers, making Gloria a very, very strong fire type sync pair. Instant, just one kick off, just one max move, you get maximum damage with your sync move. That is strong, that is fast, that is nice. So again, just by using one trainer move, just by using her max move, and just using your sync move, maximum damage immediately on the opponent. You can make that stronger even by raising your attack stat to maximum plus another 2 and maybe lowering the opponent's defense. So fire type is very strong, plus again, you get to hit the opponent with your Pyro Ball, which is normally a 4 move gauge attack with just 2 move gauges. And that is fire type guys. Fire type, nice. 3 built-in multipliers. What about flying type? Now if flying type, you use max airstream, she becomes a flying type. Your sync move will become a taste of my skill, flying impact. And what this does is that she becomes, or her passive skills will change. You have piercing blows, which ignores opponent's passive skills and ignores the opponent's enduring effect, hitting your opponents with maximum damage all the time using your bounce, your Pyro Ball, and high jump kick if you decide to use them. And you have a quick move, sync countdown down to 9, which basically lowers your sync move countdown -2 when you use bounce. Which, this is how it works guys. If you use bounce, bounce is a 2-turn attack. On your first turn of bounce, you lower your sync move countdown -1. You disappear. Next turn, you hit the opponent. Your sync move countdown does not go down naturally. It only goes down the first time you bounce. Then the passive skill, quick move sync countdown down to 9, will lower your sync move countdown -2. So every single time you use bounce, you get to lower your sync move countdown -3 immediately, or after you at least you hit the opponent. And that is the good thing about Gloria and Cinderace flying type. Not only do you ignore the opponent's passive skills and enduring effect with piercing blows, but you also lower your sync move countdown -3. Now take note that bounce is a quick move, and the moment you run out of MP, you cannot use bounce anymore. But once you run out of bounce guys, Pyro Ball and high jump kick also has piercing blows anyway, so if you want to ignore the enemy's defenses, you can always do that. I can see some reasons why you want to go for Pyro Ball and just go for piercing blows. For example, enemies in Legendary Arena are irritating, Legendary Gauntlet are irritating, but they're weak to fire type attacks. You can always go for flying type sync move Cinderace and just go for Pyro Ball. But take note that with flying type Cinderace, Pyro Ball is not a 2 move gauge attack, it's a 4 move gauge attack guys. And high jump kick is a 3 move gauge attack instead of a 1 move gauge attack. So take note of that difference. But that aside, that is flying type Cinderace. And remember that every single type of Cinderace, you get to lower the opponent's type rebuff -2, so you get to lower the opponent's flying type rebuff -2. And with each rebuff, your sync move will become stronger because that's the built-in multiplier of Cinderace over here. Now, last but not the least, we have Fighting type Cinderace, which the sync move name changes into Score a Victory Fighting Impact. And this time the sync move changes, Piercing Gaze. As you might know, High Jump Kick, I said earlier, it's not a very accurate attack. So with this, High Jump Kick will always never miss. No matter how irritating Lorelei is with her evasiveness +6, your fighting type attacks will never miss because of Piercing Gaze. And another interesting passive skill is that every single time you attack an enemy, you get to recover some HP. It says hit HP recovery M, which I guess stands for medium, 9. So what is medium? Is medium 20%? It's definitely higher than 10%. Is it 20%? Is it 30%? Is it 40%? I'm guessing it's 20% HP, which is a lot of recovery, but you know, it could only get better if it's 25% HP or 30% HP every single time you use High Jump Kick, you use Pyro Ball, you use Bounce, you recover a bit of HP. And for fighting types, this is very helpful. You know, in fact, she can, I think, solo a lot of stages. You just balance out High Jump Kick and Bounce to evade the opponent's attacks, recover some health upon hitting the opponent, recover HP, and stuff like that. You can definitely solo stages with Gloria's fighting type move, and your moves will never miss because of Piercing Gaze. So Gloria becomes a very self-sufficient sync pair in this regard. And again, you also have Passio's Ace, which lowers the opponent's fighting type rebuff, and your sync move built-in multiplier, which as long as the opponent's fighting type rebuff or fire type rebuff, thank you for subbing, and flying type rebuff are lowered, you get to increase your sync move damage. So that makes Gloria a very good fighting type or flying type or fire type sync pair. 2 built-in multipliers for fighting and flying type, 3 built-in multipliers for fire type. And that is Gloria's default kit. Now, we look at her sync grid. 1 copy, you get haste, which is boring. Your speed cannot be lowered. 2 copies, you get a lot of attack move multipliers. You get Bounce, super duper effective 3. Obviously, just use Bounce for this one. You got Burn Synergy 1, so that if the opponent is burned, you can only burn the opponent with Pyro Ball. Stronger damage. You got Kick Off Precision 1, so that, you know, to get your accuracy raised, because your accuracy, your Pyro Ball, your Bounce, your High Jump Kick will have a chance of missing because they're not completely accurate. You got Max Regen, gives you a gradual healing effect after you use your max move. Pinpoint Entry 1 is very helpful. Raises your accuracy stat +1 at the start of the battle. Power Reserves 3 if your HP is down. Get to hit the opponent stronger. Pyro Ball Hostile Environment 2 basically raises the chances of burning the opponent using Pyro Ball. Helpful with Burn Synergy 1. Got Quick Cure. Removes the Confused, Trap, and Flinching condition. Slippery Slope 9. Every single time the opponent misses, you get to raise your evasiveness stat +1. Take note that at the start of the battle, once you use Kick Off, your evasiveness stat will go up +1. And if that's not enough to evade the opponent's attacks, Bounce will make you evade the opponent's attack. So every single time you evade, +1 evasiveness. Super duper effective 1, your attacks that the opponents are weak to will become 10% stronger. And at 2 out of 5, the last one is weird. I'm not sure if this is a typo. I rechecked Absol-utely's Datamine countless times, and it said Kick Off Power +0. Kick Off is not an attack move. I think this is just a typo. So, either Apollo Gems by DNA or whatever this is, it better be a good one. But now, let's just ignore that. That is completely a joke. 3 out of 5, you got some sync move multipliers. You got Haymaker. The higher attack stat is, the stronger your sync move is. Max Double Down powers up your max moves. If the opponent is weak to that. Max move attack +2. After you use your max move, your attack stat will be maxed. Max Super Preparation. After you use your max move, you will get a super effective up next effect. Opponent fail physical move boost up to 9. If the opponent misses, you'll get your physical moves up next effect +2 ranks. That means your next attack is gonna be 80% stronger. Sync damage guard next effect after you use your sync move. Sync quickening. This is good for bounce. After you use your sync move, every single time, you get to recover 3 MP of bounce. Basically, you get to use bounce again. And I think you only need 3 uses of bounce to get sync quick, to get your sync move countdown to 0. Then after you use Gloria's sync move again, you recover all the MP of bounce. And then use them again to get your bounce to 0 MP. Use sync quickening again if the battle even lasts that long. And you got, well, her sync move buffs are Ace of the Team Power +50. A Taste of My Skill Flying Impact Power +50. And Score a Victory Power +50. So normally it's +25 +25. This is good because this is only 7 energy to get your power to +50 rather than the 10 energy required to get 2 tiles of Ace of the Team Power +25 +25. This is just 1 tile of 7 energy, which is good. But you get to choose. Which one do you want? Do you want a fire type sync move? Or a flying type sync move? Or a fighting type sync move, which I'm hiding over here. So that's that. Now this is a Poke Fair. And Poke Fairs, you know, have 4 out of 5 and 5 out of 5 grids, which are the Whaler tiles in my opinion. And why not Whale for Cinderace if he's your favorite Pokemon, right? Sas! Anyway, at 4 out of 5, you got Dashing Team 9. Every single time you attack an opponent, whatever attack you want to use, you get to raise everyone's speed stat by 1. Everyone in your team's speed stat by 1. Which is okay, I guess. Could have been better, but yeah, okay. There's no inertia multiplier for Gloria. So if Gloria has inertia, then probably Dashing Team 9 would be good, but you don't get inertia in her kit. Soften Up 1, same as Leon. Critical hits are basically guaranteed for your sync move as long as you have used your trainer move. 2 out of 5, you got Defense Crush 9. Every single time you hit an opponent, you get to lower their defense stat -1. Making all your attacks stronger because she is a physical attacker. So all your attacks will lower the opponent's defense stat -1. And Healthy Benefits 5, it's interesting that she has this. If you have full HP, get to reduce the damage you receive by 50%. I think this is good if you have fighting type Cinderace. Because every single time you hit the opponent, you get to recover a little bit of HP. Imagine recovering to full health. The opponent hits you with Healthy Benefits 5. You lower your damage will be reduced by 50%. You attack the opponent, you recover to full HP. Then you lower the opponent attacks you half the damage. Then you recover to full HP again. And so on and so forth. So that's that, guys. Now, as always, it's impossible to get everything in her kit. So let's explore some sync grid options for you guys right now. Which is, sorry, this one. So, with, this is a 5 out of 5 grid. Let's look at the 2 or 3 out of 5 grids first. Let's put this aside. So we have 3 out of 5. I think this is a fire type grid. We went for Pinpoint Entry 1 over here because, again, Pyro Ball, if we check over here, Pyro Ball's accuracy is only 80%. High Jump Kick, sorry, is not 70%, it's 90%. and bounce is 85% accuracy. So by getting pinpoint entry 1, your pyro ball will never miss. Your high jump kick will never miss unless the opponent raises its evasiveness stat. Your bounce has still a tendency to miss, but you have a choice. High jump kick is only 1 move gauge attack. Pyro ball is a 2 move gauge attack with fire type Cinderace. So over here, we got pinpoint entry, we got sync move power plus 50 for fire impact. You got super duper effective 1 so that your attacks will be stronger. You have burn synergy 1 over here so that if the opponent is burned, stronger damage. You have haymaker over here so that the higher your attack stat is raised, stronger your sync move is gonna be. Now where is my max thing? Max super preparation. Completely up to you. If you want this, we can have 10 energy. Can I sacrifice some stuff? If you want a sync nuke build, we can remove this, we can remove this, we can remove this, we can remove this, and go for max super preparation. And you get maximum multipliers for your sync move with super effective up next, with haymaker, with bronze sync 5, with fire type rebuff -2, with the built-in rebuff multiplier. So 5 multipliers immediately with this build. And how much damage will this do? With lucky skill critical strike 2 over here, with opponent -2 rebuff over here, 6-star EX, and super effective up next, we calculate the damage. We can deal 20,000. 20,000? Really? 20 million negative fire type rebuff, 6-star EX, level 140. We went for 20 million. 20 million sync move. Wait, is Sunny Day active? I think it's a little bit strong. Yes, Sunny Day is active. Let's remove Sunny Day. And let's go for calculate, and the damage will go down to 13 million. Sorry. Was shocked that it was so strong. 13,762,353. Your pyro ball will be 1,797,422. That's just a 2 move gauge attack. And your max move is gonna be 3,983,839, which is very strong. Very, very strong. Now, we got a flying type thing over here. Depends on you. You can go for the sync move thing. I did not get haymaker. I did not get max super preparation, but we went for the good things. Opponent failed physical boost up to 9. So if we got a physical moves up next effect by 2, if the opponent misses our attacks, we got super effective, super duper effective 1. We got pinpoint entry so that we don't miss. Still have a chance of missing. It's 95% accuracy. Got sync quickening 3 so that every single time we use a sync move, we get to bring back our bounce. We got slippery slope 9 so that our evasiveness will go up, 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 up. And we got trainer move MP refresh 2 so that we get to rather maximize our attack stat over here. So this is our flying type Cinderace. We check the damage. We got a physical moves up next effect +2. The opponent is weak to flying. There's no flying zone. There's no weather. And we check the damage. 6-star EX. The damage of bounce is flying type bounce 1,446,336. Max airstream is 1,590,969. And your sync move is 1,193,000. Wait, the opponent even weak to flying. Yes, the opponent's weak to flying. Your oh, I forgot. Flying type rebuff, guys. Flying type rebuff -2. You calculate again. And again, your damage goes up. Bounce is 2,169,504. It's the same as flying type. Flying type bounce, 2,169,504. And then your Sync move is gonna be 3,579,681, which is a little bit low if you were to ask me. Flying type, the opponent's weak to flying type. And then max airstream 2,386,454. But if we go for the multipliers, if we clear this, reset. If we go for max super preparation, we got Haymaker. We went for the tiles, which we have to pass through Pyro Ball. We have to pass through this. Tak, 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 tak. Go for probably a bounce. Bounce super duper effective. We got this. And we got Sync Quickening. Still have 6 energy. We have probably get this. And bounce power plus sting. We compute the damage again. The opponent's burned, although it's not required to get burned. Opponent's weak to flying. We got a super effective up next now. We got a flying type rebuff -2. We make her 6-star EX. The damage should go up by a lot. Your Sync move damage goes up to 11,213,769. Your flying type bounce is still strong, 2,099,000 something. Without a move booster. Interesting. So, 11,213,769 plus your max move 3,541,190. What about fighting type? This is my fighting type. We got a multiplier, or rather, we got the booster over here. We got a max double down. We got sync damage guard. So if you notice, my grids really are different for all of them. Lucky skill, critical strike 2, damage, check the damage out. The opponent has a fighting type rebuff. The opponent is weak to fighting. And we see the damage at 6. Sorry. The opponent has a fighting type rebuff -2. The opponent is weak to fighting. The opponent, or rather, we are 6-star EX. Calculate the damage. The damage or the sync move is 4,122,057 with a max knuckle of 3,380,000, and your high jump kick 922,039. But again, if we went, or if we go instead for the multipliers for the sync move of sync nuke build over here, we can go for this. We go for probably high jump kick, power plus 3's power. I think these can do max double down. No, not enough energy for that. But if we just go for these things, just random things over here, we check the damage again. Fighting type, super effective up next effect. -2 fighting type rebuff. And 6-star EX. The damage goes up. The sync move damage goes up to 11,213,769 for fighting type nuke. So, very versatile sync pair, guys. You can either use fighting, flying, or fire. And definitely fire is the strongest for her with, again, 13,762,353 damage. And that damage will even rise higher if you have Sunny Day active. With Sunny Day, calculate the damage, it goes up to 20,643,530. But, you know, she has 4 out of 5 and 5 out of 5 kits right now, so I am going to just quickly check. This is my 5 out of 5 grid for her. Got max super preparation, we got Haymaker, we have defense crush 9 so that we get to lower the opponent's defenses. And earlier, those computations were assuming that the opponent's defenses are already down -6. So this one will lower the opponent's defenses down to -6. We got soften up 1 just because we want to guarantee ourselves that our sync move will always land critical hits. And that's the thing, this is a fire type sync move thing. And again, we check the fire type weakness. We go for a fire type rebuff -2. We go for 6-star EX. The damage goes up to 15,010,255. One very, very strong fire type nuker. You might be asking, We have fire-type nukes. We have a lot of fire-type nukes. This is Signa-Sutilda. She's a striker. Gloria is a tech. One of the strongest fire-type strikers out there. Let's compute the damage. No rebuffs for Signa-Sutilda. No negative things. No sunny day. I do not think that she gets super effective up next. Yeah, she gets super effective up next. So we keep the super effective up next over here. We make the opponent burned. We make her 6-star EX. The damage is 6,840,288 versus Gloria's 15,010,255. Now that might not be fair, but if we compare a tech versus a tech sing pair, well, this is Signa-Sut May this time. She recently reran, and I don't think she can give herself a super effective up next effect. But if we add all the multipliers, we select everything in her kit. She has 4 tiles for her sing move, which is impossible to get everything. But we're just assuming that we get everything. No super effective up next. But if we compute the damage, 6-star EX, calculate the damage, that is 15,654,470. A little bit stronger than Gloria. But what are her multipliers, guys? Her multipliers are Cakewalk. The lower the opponent's speed stat is, the stronger the damage. How do you lower the opponent's speed stat? You have to keep attacking it with low sweep to lower the opponent's speed stat. And I think she has a lucky skill that lowers the opponent's... Nope, she does not. But I think she has a tile over here that lowers the opponent's speed stat. Trip up 9 to lower the opponent's speed stat. So you have to keep attacking the opponent, have the opponent's speed stat down to -6 first. I think she also has something to do with the opponent having low defense stat over here. Insult to injury is just an attack move multiplier. Okay, let's just ignore that. She does not have relentless. But you also have inertia. The higher your speed stat is raised, the stronger your sing move. How do you raise your speed stat? Well, you have to have Fast Track 9 in her kit. That every single time you attack the opponent, you get to raise your speed stat +1. So you need at least a couple of turns. You know, you have to use your trainer move first. Fired up. You have to hit the opponent several times to get their speed stat down. You have to attack the opponent several times to get your speed stat up. So that takes quite a lot of time to build up the damage required to go for these damage numbers, which is 15,654,470. But Gloria over here, you just need to do 2 things. You just need to use your trainer move, use your max move, and that is it. Maximum damage immediately with your sing move. Again, I am assuming that you are lowering the opponent's defense stat to -6 over here. But you just need to do 2 turns. You just need 2 turns to land that maximum sing move damage versus Signa-Sut May's at least 4, 5, 6 turns to land this 15,654,470. Plus, Gloria, the max move will just damage the opponent. Strong max move damage. And let me just remind everyone that her Passio's Ace only lowers one opponent's type rebuff. So take note of this. It only lowers one opponent's type rebuff, not all opponents' rebuffs. This is not like Oleana, who lowers all the opponent's poison type rebuffs -1. This is only one opponent. So the moment you finish off the center opponent, your sides will not have the fire type rebuff. Your sides will not have a flying type or a fighting type rebuff. So you immediately miss out on 2 multipliers on the sides. The built-in -2 rebuff and the built-in rebuff for her sync move, which is this one. If the opponent has a negative rebuff, which is, where is it? If the opponent has a negative rebuff, your sync move gets stronger. This is immediately gone on the sides. So that is one bad thing of Cinderace. It only hits your multipliers, only apply to one specific opponent and not to the other opponents. But if, of course, if you have, like for example, Oliana in your team, together with Gloria, for who knows what reason you want to poison the opponent and lower their stats instead with G-Max Malodor plus Venom Drench, then by all means, your rebuff will work. Your built-in rebuff will work because the opponents all have that poison type rebuff. Whatever rebuffs the opponent has. Brown type rebuff with cosplay Lyra? Cosplay Lyra? Team Rocket Lyra? Brown type rebuff, or probably some other rebuffs, you know, Tarshot, Gordy, you can also pair her up, get that rebuff down to -3. Whatever rebuffs the opponent has, your sync move multiplier will work. So that's one good side to Gloria, and the bad side is, again, unless you have some other sync pairs to lower the rebuffs of the other opponents, your multiplier will only work on one opponent. So that's that, guys. That is Gloria's kit versus all the other, not really all the others, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, Signature May is like the strongest fire type nuker in Pokemon Masters right now. So we have compared Gloria and Signature May and saw how much easier to trigger the nuke of Signature Gloria versus Signature May. So Gloria is definitely excelling in speed and whatever category. Plus, remember, your Pyro Ball as a fire type sync pair is only 2 move gauges versus Blaze Kick, which is, I think, 3 move gauges. Does she actually have... Signature may have fuel economy, I think. Let's just check. Fuel economy. I'm not sure. How do you mega evolve this thing? Anyway, Blaze Kick. I think if I'm not mistaken, she does have fuel economy. Fuel economy 1, yes. Your Blaze Kick will become 3 move gauges instead of 4 move gauges. But still, it's a 3 move gauge versus a 4 move gauge versus a 2 move gauge attack. So Gloria definitely way faster and way stronger. So yeah, if you want to scout for her, now she has the highest defense stat out of all the sync pairs in this update. Special defense not very low, 185. Attack is the lowest though, but as we saw, who cares about the low attack stat? 2 move gauge, 3 move next, or probably an attack high jump kick fighting type that recovers your HP. HP stat 650, typical. Speed stat 333, not too bad. And the multipliers, a lot of multipliers here. You can easily get all the sync move multipliers plus a couple of attack move multipliers if you want. But again, we have shown a couple of sync grid options for her. With Fire type Gloria, you got an extra Bronze Sync 5. With Flying type Gloria, that Bronze Sync 5 disappears. And for Fighting type Gloria, again, also no Bronze Sync 5. So, definitely strongest Gloria over here is that Bronze Sync 5 Fire type Gloria. And yeah, that is basically it. Fighting type Gloria does not... Well, I should have put Bounce Super Duper Effective 3 with Fire type Gloria, since you can use Bounce, I guess. But yeah, that's basically it, guys. Gloria has a lot of good things. It's one of the strongest, if not the easiest triggered, strongest fire type sync move out there. Sync nuke out there. Cinderace is finally out with Libero, but the Libero is a Gen 9 nerf Libero. This is not like Champion Serena or Champion Callum, where the sync move always changes depending of if you use Water Shuriken or Breaking Swipe. It keeps changing. Water fight, water dark, water dark, water dark. It just sticks to one, either fire, flying, or fighting, depending on your last or your max move. But I guess that's also a good thing, because why do you want to keep changing sync move types, right? Unless the opponent changes their weakness type, which applies to some Legendary Arena opponents, but then it doesn't exactly change from fire to flying to fighting, unless is that the weakness of Tapu Bulu. No, Tapu Bulu is weak to poison and flying. So it does not make sense, I guess, to keep switching types. And I guess in the Water type Masters event, you know, when I use Signisut Serena, you want to give the opponent Water type rebuff. Then I want to lower the opponent's accuracy. I have to use Breaking Swipe. I think it was Breaking Swipe. No, not Breaking Swipe. Whatchamacallit. I forgot the AoE attack of whatever. To lower the opponent's accuracy stat. So that the opponents will not kill me. Then I have to switch back and use Water Shuriken again to give the opponent a Water type rebuff. So it's really irritating if I want to use a Water Sync, but my last type is a Dark type because of that attack that I used. So this is good in that reason, so that I will stick to Fire type all the time, and I do not keep switching types. So that is a good thing for Gloria versus Champion Serena versus Champion Callum, I guess. And a lot of bad things is that there are so many fire types out there, but very easy to trigger the multiplier. And again, she lasts the shortest. She only has like 16 days you can scout for her, versus more than a month for other sync pairs. More than 2 months sometimes for other sync pairs. Only have 16 or I think 17 days scout for Gloria and Cinderace. So in terms of bait unit, I think she and Nemona are the bait units of this update. So do you want to scout for her? Plus another sad thing about her is her horrible name. I think people are saying that it's only in the English version that she's not named Challenger Gloria. They decided to name her Gloria Alt-2, which sounds horrible. And, you know, the names of the sync move is just Fire Impact, Flying Impact, Fighting Impact. But the good thing is, it's the name of the sync move actually changes from Ace of the Team, Fire Impact, Score a Victory, Fighting Impact, to I forgot the Flying Impact one. So I guess it's a good thing that they did not get lazy with that one. Sad thing, they fired the Signisut designer. Just gave her a default outfit of the game. But at least you got this outfit. Now we're waiting for the Crown Tundra outfit. And I think Gloria will also have it eventually. So that Gloria has all the default outfits in the game. Because why not? DNA loves Gloria so much. Hiya. And with that said, guys, as usual, go for your faves instead of the meta. Leon is meta. Gloria might be meta. Well, Fire type rebuff -2 is very good. It's built in. So in terms of meta, I think she is the meta for the most built-in multipliers for one copy. Built in. One copy. Meta. I guess she's a meta. Yeah. But if you love Cinderace, just like me, who loves all the score bunnies in the world, then definitely scout for Gloria and Cinderace. But if you prefer Sprigatito or Inteleon, when did I even go for Sprigatito? Or Quaxley, or whatchamacallit, the other ones, Fuecoco, or whatever, you know, it might be a Gen 9. Who knows? DNA might introduce Gen 9 as the 4th anniversary sync pairs. Or, you know, my prediction, which is a long shot, villain event is ending, right? But if they introduce 3 villains in the 4th year anniversary, people are waiting for Volo. Volo is a villain. Then, would be crazy if we have Turo and Sada. I will not spoil the story to you guys, but normally, these two these two characters are, well, impossible to get, should be. So, what if they decide to throw in time traveling and stuff, give us Volo, Turo, and Sada, who requires time travel in order to go to the game? What if, you know? That will attract a lot of players. That will make a lot of Scarlet Violet players very curious and see their backstory. So, what if, guys? So, hold on to your gems. Good luck if you're scouting, and yeah, that's basically it. That is the end of my The Good versus the Bad video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Again, if you appreciate the content, hit the thumbs up for me, as it really is tiring to make these videos. And a lot of sweat, literal sweat, because this vest is very thick, and it's, even though it's raining, today it's quite hot in my country, and I have to turn off my electric fan because it's noisy in the recording. But with that said, I would like to end by thanking once again the gifters of my channel for being extremely generous and kind. I love you guys, and thank you to all you active people for receiving the memberships. Thank you guys so much, as well as thank you to my awesome 2-year members, Master Ball tier Shadowfill, Pokeball tier members Alcin, Roy, Luca, and Jeremy. Thank you to my Ultra Ball tier 1-year Marokman, Pokeball tier members Iwiz and Tatsuya Gold, and other Pokeball tier members Apsaras and Pokefriendos. Thank you guys so much for your support. If you want to join them, you can go ahead to the join button down below. Check out what you are in store for. Maybe some sus and cool icons in the live chat if you love to hang out with us in the live chat. Or if you prefer to stay a little bit more anonymous, you can help me out with my computer by going to coffee.com/splgum. I would really appreciate it as well. But with that said, that is the end of this video. I will see you in some live streams, as well as my scouting stream for Leon tomorrow. And with that said, this is Sol, also known as SPLgum, also known as Spatial Gum, also known as Grunt, or Sussy Gum, or Susgum, or whatever your hardest Team Skull Grunt. I will see you in the next video. Rawr.